Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SCS number 437. And we are already well underway here in the lobby, where over on the left in red we meet Definitely Not Bees. Definitely Not Bees, with the pilots Artemis and Best Fun, and over on the right in blue, let me just get my pronunciation and persistence out. We have Achemer Löt Et 8. Something like that. With the pilots Where Am I and Abject Axolotl. And as promised, from now on they will only be referred to as Team Gesundheit. Yeah. Fairly, we are in fact locked. Somewhat missed. Not my finest moment at the moment, not my best, preferably. And it's about time to start. Say a Pyro combo going up against Crusader Magnet combo. It is time to start. Ready up everyone, and they do. So, we are heading into our very first match, and this will take us to Northern Fjords. And now it's time to get into this. And ship number 1 is the Thomas Shelby. It's a Crusader piloted by Artemis, with a front Lumberjack Watcher, mid-deck double flak, and top-deck Hades Gatling. Ship number 2 is the Supercharged Firefly. It's Pyramidion piloted by Best Fun. It's nothing with top-deck Artemis Gatling side flak and flare. Ship number 3 is the Guns, a Crusader piloted by Where Am I. Front double Watcher, mid-deck Mortar Banshee, top-deck Gatling Artemis. And lastly we have the Jolly Pardon, Magnet piloted by Abject Axolotl, with starboard side Double Mercury, Heavy Flak Mark II, and port side Gat, Mortar, and Watcher. Yeah, that seems familiar. And as mentioned, we are on Northern Fjords, so there is some lovely combat around the arcs. Also, thank you for the bits going on. Okay, Thomas Shelby firing straight up there. Gunner stamina goes split. And the Guns is charging forwards, putting their guns to good use against the Supercharged Firefly. But now... Oh, actually Thomas Shelby has just been deleted. The Guns will probably follow shortly. No, actually no, they managed to get a very good Watcher onto the Supercharged Firefly, breaking them and also disabling the majority of the components. First flak connects. Second flak. Miss. Nope. Second flak also connects. I think that might have been the third shot or so. But with that big flak energy, it will be Team Gesundheit. Or Gesundheit. Whatever, however you pronounce that Dutch word. Obtaining the first 2 kills here. With 18 minutes on the clock. And I do believe they are in red team's spawn. So they will be reversing a bit. There we go. Red team spawning danger close. But no, there we go. First spot out. Spots exchanged. So we have our next engagement going. And I'm not too certain with the red team spawn position here. Jolly Pardon loses their balloon, but I mean they kind of want that. Okay, not this much though. Now the Jolly Pardon is currently out of the fight as they have to ascend again, but the Thomas Shelby has lost 5 of the 6 guns. And yet the Guns has been broken once more. Watcher goes out into the Supercharged Firefly. Nothing really disabled, and with that, the guns gets destroyed. Jolly Pardon has made its way up again. Lumber goes out. Not quite hitting the mark just yet. But they just lost. They are in a fighting retreat. Drifting away, actually. And continuing to poke the enemy with Mercuries. And the gun artillery has respawned. And will immediately go for the Thomas Shelby here. Yep, Watcher goes out. Bit ambitious, I'd say. Bit long range. And shots are being exchanged. Guns taking the forward position here, chasing after Thomas Shelby, and now finding themselves in the double focus. Jolly Pardon pushing, inching forwards. Getting their guns going on the Thomas Shelby, but they have... I don't think they have vision on either of them. So it's more shooting at boxes. Guns taking quite a lot of heat. Jolly Pardon is inching forwards, and they have got the firing solution on the Supercharged Firefly now. Shots continue to go out. But they will have to... Now Guns is actually going straight for the Thomas Shelby, getting the watch off. Not really disabling anything. Watches being exchanged. Oh, actually... the Thomas Shelby managed to go behind the guns, getting both of their engines. With that, the guns is dead in the water. And soon to be dead. And there we go, the guns gets destroyed. Ledley once again leaves the Jolly Pardon very lonely on the field. They are currently facing their short range side towards the enemy. As they are indeed in short range with the Supercharged Firefly, and it seems the Jolly Pardon has decided that it will either do or die. Probably die. There we go. 30 to lead for the red team. Fuck off, TS. Blue team has respawned in the bottom left corner of the map. Deciding to go around the outside of the map while the red team is going north. They're taking the blue team taking the scenic route here. And Supercharged Firefly hit something. Or burnt his engine out? Well, that might have been an engine burnout. Okay. And next engagement is going. Jolly Pardon has lost their balloon. On the other hand, they managed to destroy the Thomas Shelby's lumberjack. And Thomas Shelby dropping behind that ledge. It's the supercharged Firefly that is the prime target of choice. Not really connecting on them though. Yeah, red team is generally staying at distance. And quite a lot of distance, to say the least. Thomas Shelby has popped out again. Immediately they take some fire, lose their Hades. Oh, one of their Hades. But nothing really exciting going on. Okay, they have pushed forwards. Thomas Shelby receiving a Watcher, but to not very much effect. Supercharged Firefly also receiving a Watcher, still not much effect. Jolly Pardon decides forwards is the way to go. Watch out, the Thomas Shelby disabling both their flags and the Gatling. And mortar out. Guns following up. Jolly Pardon gets double broken. Thomas Shelby receiving another Watcher. And another one. And the Thomas Shelby actually gets broken. Mortar goes in. Deals a bit of damage. Guns now pushing further in. Supercharged Firefly getting Watchered, but not a great effect. And actually the Thomas Shelby is taking an awful lot of heat, but so is the guns. Yeah, Thomas Shelby just lost both their engines. They lost 5 of the 6 guns. They lost their armor. Their balloon is there, double broken. And will the flak connect? No, it won't. Supercharged Firefly, Jolly Pardon is also broken. And so is the Supercharged Firefly. Seems like armor is mostly a commodity at this point. And it's the red team that mostly is taking the damage here. Another watch out into Thomas Shelby, once again disabling the majority of the stuff. Same for the Supercharged Firefly. Mortar goes out. Doesn't quite connect there. And it seems that the blue team has finally found an angle to approach this here, as they just watch us spam red team out of this engagement. And with that, it will be our blue team obtaining another 2 kills. Score is 4-3, with 9 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, and first kill advantage with blue team. Also, blue team is in their spawn, so red team will spawn further east. There we go, they have decided to spawn all the way in the south. And just very briefly, observe guns within the hull of a ship, and they have fucking bayonets. Anyway, our teams are about to meet each other again, as this time around red team wants to go for the scenic route. And Thomas Shelby will almost make it through the scenic route, but they get spots out onto the Jolly Pardon. And probably also saw the guns. But the Jolly Pardon gets the spots onto the red team. And yeah, now they will definitely see the guns as well. Flare goes out just in case. And shots are out with the blue team retreating behind the arch over there. Thomas Shelby taking the very low approach here. While the Supercharged Firefly is coming in high. Oh, and actually, it might actually be good that Thomas Shelby is taking the low approach, because you can only really pop a Crusader with a Lumberjack from below, or pop a Crusader from below, not just with Lumberjack. So this way they were able to get the pop onto the guns. On the other hand, the Supercharged Firefly has 2 engines and was broken, so they were just 2 flux away from death. Luckily for them, the flak gunner on the Jolly Pardon wasn't quite up to the task, so they didn't suffer a fuck ton of damage. However, that might happen now. Supercharged Firefly goes in again onto the Jolly Pardon. Armor goes down. Flux connects, and suddenly half the Pyrrha is gone. Second flak shot not connecting here. Guns deciding that it wants to go for the supercharged Firefly as well, but exposing themselves to the Thomas Shelby here. And there's only about a quarter of the guns left. But the Thomas Shelby gets pushed back by the Jolly Pardon, peeking around the corner. Oh, supercharged Firefly now firing from above. Jolly Pardon loses their balloon, but guns was in position to await the supercharged Firefly coming forwards. 3 guns and engines go down, and an engine go down. I'm somewhat expecting the second Watcher to be fired as well. I guess the second Watcher is either reloading or an arc. But Guns is losing guns. Supercharged Firefly gets broken. First flak shot misses. Second flak shot also misses. And the Supercharged Firefly now getting hammered by the guns. Watcher losing all of the aforementioned guns. Break obtained. Watcher goes out. And they managed to get the armor up just in time, but will it be enough? No, it won't. And with that, it will be Team Gesundheit obtaining the victory in this very first match. Final score of 5-3. And we will now move on, follow Team Gesundheit as they go up against Chef Zedeons, and we will be right back once we have that together. So then, enjoy the music. And now it is time to get back to the funny business of ships and explosions. And for this match, I will am joined by our local commissar himself, Zennoch.
Good evening. I do suppose, however, that explosions and gunfire and high-velocity shells aren't exactly funny business, but, well, to each their own, I suppose.
Well, considering the amount of ordnance that was expended yesterday, and it was quite funny.
I suppose so.
So, in the lobby, over on the left
Wait, what?
side in red, we are joined by Chef Zillion's retirement home for the ranged Icarus player, with the
Who
pilots.
applauded me? What?
With the pilots Zedion and Castos Krios. And over on the right, I already forgot how it was pronounced to say, supposed to say this. We have Achamar Leutel with the pilots Where Am I and Abject Axolotl. From now on, they will once again be referred to as Gesundheit.
I was wondering whether or not you're gonna deal with the
Also, we are
situation
locked and we're
summarily,
starting.
or are you gonna suffer? Okay.
I mean, Trevil was kind enough to provide me with German pronunciation, like Germified pronunciation. I did that once, and then to refer to them as Gesundheit.
I suppose that is proper enough. You gave them the spotlight enough.
I mean, it's not as bad
I,
as Team
however, will
6.
be under no such
It's not as bad as Team
considerations.
6 pool, but we're getting there. Anyway, ship number 1 is the Dragon's Rage. It's a goldfish piloted by Zedion with a port side carronade, starboard side carronade, front watcher, and port side carronade Banshee. Ship number 2 is the Baucht. It's a Crusader piloted by Castus Krios with a front carronade watcher, mid deck Banshee carronade, and top deck Gatling Banshee. That's a lawful lot of carronades.
You can't have enough. Meanwhile, on the blue team, ship number 3, the guns piloted by Where Am I? It is conveniently a blue Crusader with a front watcher carronade, mid deck Banshee mortar, top deck Artemis Gatling, and ship number 4 is the Warden piloted by Abject Axolotl. It's a judgment with the top deck Minotaur, bottom deck Gatling Banshee combo with the back Harpoon and Watcher.
Also, blue team is skipping the mountain, and they might actually get a drop on the red team here.
Good show. It looks like they have.
Yeah, they definitely do. And for those of you that haven't noticed yet, we are on Oblivion South. So we are on the southern bit of the Relic Deception.
Yes. Meanwhile, the Baucht realized that
Also, I would just like to say, I'm fairly certain that's not how you're supposed to pronounce that. But
well, screw that.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Well,
meanwhile,
they're dead.
Elitius Crusaders. The medical term for Crusader Rip.
And now we have the warden spitting out holy judgment upon the Dragon's Rage.
I do have to say that's oh my bounce.
And Zedion manages to get stuck on terrain. Also, it was Minotaur assisted stuckness, but still.
That was a broken hull piece they got stuck on. Oh my lord.
And he gets deleted. And as the man would say himself, by the way, Enviro.
Yes.
2-0 lead for the blue team.
I have to say, I enjoyed the name Warden on a judgment. It, for me, seems rather fitting.
Yeah, it also has a bit more creativity than calling your judgment Judge.
Yeah.
But the best name is still a spire named In.
Inspired. Yeah,
oh,
I suppose so.
Blue team seems to want... They seem like they want to go over the wall again, or they're expecting the red team to spawn in Charlie.
It looks like a flanking maneuver. It
I
would
mean, there is
test
a
how.
wall in the way.
First off, I believe you can fly over the rocks. Second of all, you ever heard about the wall deleter?
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Actually,
looks like they're lining up for a go over the rocks maneuver.
yeah, well, then if they do that, first of all, I would do it over here.
Second of all, that may soon enough become a wasted effort simply because red team is already getting in
Also,
a
it
bit
seems
close.
that blue team has decided, okay, let's screw this, let's actually go the other way. And rightfully
Well,
so,
and
as
there we go.
spots are obtained, and... Oh, they also spotted the other wall, god damn it, and I was wondering what this massive box on my screen was.
Yeah, they spotted it, but for some reason on my screen it vanished. They're lost spots
Okay.
on the wall.
Guns, being on the receiving end of some gunfire, Dragon's Rage charging in, and
I just would
getting
have loved if
themselves
that
in the
thing.
perfect double focus?
Yeah, I would have loved if that thing charged towards the wall, get booped, and then killed by the mine launcher.
You mean the nuke gun?
Yes.
Okay,
Meanwhile, the
Baucht
Dragon's Rage is
charging
discovering
in.
how to.
We're getting the drop on the rear end of the guns, but getting rammed.
Ouch.
They got ram killed by a judgment.
Yeah.
That wasn't even
Meanwhile, however,
drifting.
guns got booped in the aftermath and took a bit of perma, unfortunately.
Yeah, but they're still in a very good position to get their guns onto the Dragon's Rage.
Guns onto the guns.
The guns of the guns onto the guns. Was?
Wait, that judgment just killed goldfish with an uppercut.
I would go out on a limb and say it was more the goldfish was going down and suddenly there was a judgment beneath them.
It could be either one, to be honest.
Let's say both. Combination of judgment going up
Yes.
and goldfish going down.
Yes.
Also 4-0 lead for the blue team, also known
Indeed.
as Gesundheit.
To be honest,
And red team deciding to spawn in the exact same spot.
well, may as well.
I mean, they could have been fancy and spawned in Charlie 1?
Fanciness doesn't win you games.
But fanciness is
And
fancy.
victory is honor enough for the battlefield.
But where's the fun in just tryharding and winning?
No, I do agree. Victory with style is superior to victory.
Okay, it seems the guns is actually going for style as they have... Oh, they're literally set up for... They literally set up an ambush there. I mean, it's somewhat... They got the drop on the Dragon's Rage, but it would have been even better if they would have waited
Out
until the
goes
Baucht was in
and,
position.
Banshees.
And
Many
Banshees win the game.
Indeed.
And now it's time for Gesundheit to face off against the artificers of the shiny.
Yes. Which also means I'm gonna have to abandon you, unfortunately.
Quite unfortunate indeed. And as always, we will be right back as soon as we have that match put together. To then enjoy some more music. And there is actually quite a lot of lobby game happening. As you can see, there has been a lot of changes. Also, I'm keeping the music running for a bit, so that's not as boring. Because when I'm alone, I don't talk that much. Maybe one day I should make the song title a little bit larger. And ships are locked. No one gets them. Also, we are on Canyon Ambush. And ready up, everyone. There we go, water is ready up. That's the first. Water being the second person to ready up. Now we're just waiting for where am I? And I will get us onto the road. Perfect timing also with the music. So, as mentioned, we're loading onto Canyon Ambush. Generally speaking, the least hated map of them all. Okay. And there we go. Ship number 1 is the Bad Times. It's a Stormbreaker, piloted by Where Am I? Starboard side Watcher, port side Gatling, double Banshee. Ship number 2 is the Warden. It's a Judgment, piloted by Abject Axolotl. Front Gat, Artemis, and Lumberjack. And aft Carronade Watcher. Ship number 3 is the Soaring Booger. It is a Pyramidian piloted by Tears of Fuel. It's an Artling, a Toptogasm, Gatling, Side Flamer, and Banshee. And lastly, we have Man the Aft Guns. A Judgment piloted by Water It's Me, with a front Lumberjack, Artemis Hades, and an aft Harpoon Watcher. Bad times already coming, danger coming around, sneaking in, while the Warden is now taking pot shots at the Man the Aft Guns, which loses its balloon. And Bad Times fires their Watcher off, peeking out behind the rock there. They get nothing to say about that. Warden, both Judgments have no balloons. Soaring Booger creeps forwards, and they are trying to get the Bad Times Watcher disabled, and they don't succeed. Instead, losing 2 of their guns. For some reason, aren't showing up in my kill feed. There we go. And still, the Judgment duel is happening with both the Warden and Man the Aft Guns hammering each other's balloon with Lumberjack. Oh, but it will be the Man the Aft Guns that breaks first. Double broken. Half the promo is gone. Oh, armor is still not up. There we go. Now it's up again, but they took quite the beating, and more than half their promo is suddenly gone. Well, not suddenly, it's gone. Soaring Booger positioned off to the side. Man the Afghans double broken once more. Bad Times now on the receiving end of the Artling. No additional damage suffered on the Man the Afghans. Or maybe a little bit. Okay, Soaring Booger and Bad Times now exchanging fire. Sorgenburger inching forwards again, poking away at the bad times. Bad times not deciding to go around? Maybe? Nope, they don't. They just turned around. Sorgenburger is somewhat expectable. Someone expecting them to go around though. But now they will maybe be able to get a drop on the judgment here. And once again, nothing has really happened yet. Now the bad times decides to actually go around, opening up. Warden now gets double broken. Well, the Sorgenburger is turning to engage the bad times, which gets broken as well. With a little bit of Banshee follow-up going into them. Will we see a use of the aft guns? No, that's... might be close, but it might be possible. The Warden pushing forward, having they've lost a lot of their guns. Man, the aft guns gets broken. Bit of additional perma suffered. Warden gets broken again. Bad Times gets the high ground against the Sorgenburger and is able to shoot the man the aft guns. Two judgments are hammering each other, and oh, the Warden just touched down. But they managed to get the balloon back up. Bad times now on the receiving end, now receiving some really bad times as they get broken. But the Sorgenburger has to face Tanker Watcher in return. Oh, but the first death will be the Warden touching down on the ground after more than 5 minutes into the game. First kill obtained by the blue team. Artificers of the Shiny. And the Bad Times will follow shortly. There we go. Bad Times gets disposed of. Sorgenburger actually deciding to push red team's spawn. Red team is taking their sweet time to respawn. Blue team has positioned in a way that they and red team decides to spawn in the F10 location. The only spawn that the blue team didn't have eyes on. So now they know they will be coming from that direction. And Man the Afghans is already positioned accordingly. Sorgenburger catching up, positioning as well. And the Bad Times is visible. Is spotted. I wouldn't necessarily call that visible. They will be the first one to be on the receiving end of the full wrath of the Sorgenburger, as the man the Afghans is still facing was the now visible Warden. And blue team decides to just focus fire the Warden. Both judgments popped again. The parachutes are out. And as the Bad Times come back up, the Sorgenburger just snaps onto them and fires away. Man the Afghan eats a Watcher. To little effect. While the Bad Times is on fire. Are getting broken. And they suffer more than half, or lose more than half of their perma. The Warden gets broken as well. While the man the Afghans is inching ever closer. Bad Times broken again. Sorgenburger is pushing them. Now quite literally pushing them. And kill obtained. And the Warden versus the Man the Afghans, it seems like the Man the Afghans is actually getting the short straw for the moment, as they get broken once more and they suffer additional perma damage. But let's just get Artemis, and this one has Hades Artemis. Yeah, okay, both of which don't really haven't really brought the explosive damage. Soaring comes in for the kill. Warden gets double broken. Is now firmly on fire. Touches down on terrain. Soaring positions for their Banshee. And the Warden gets finished off. 4-0 lead for the blue team. 11 minutes on the clock. And this is what the third stage judgment looks like, by the way. The balloon, not the balloon is actually due to balloon damage, but the twisted structure in the front, the broken funnels. I mean, the biggest giveaway is the bent, is the bent funnels and front structure. Also, their RAM. Oh, yeah, their RAM also looks different. Interesting. Because, of course, this is what you came for here. Judgment examinations. Our team has respawned, deciding to go for one of the spawns in the open area. And they will actually be able to get the drop onto the Man the Afghans, which is still Running to the lobby, and once again, I am joined by our local commissar. Even though today, considering you're the artificers of the shiny, I guess it should be the local tech priest?
Perhaps.
Are there tech priest commissars?
There is no such thing as a commissar tech priest, last I remember. Although there have been colonel commissars before.
Huh. Well, anyway, over in our lobby here, over on the left side, we have Team Ach scheiß drauf. Gesundheit. With the pilots, Where Am I and Abject Axolotl. And over on the right in blue, we have the Fancy Cloud Crashers. With the pilots, Daniel and Sputnik. Excuse me, do you know who that Dementio fella is?
No clue what your previous comments are. Caught me off the bloody guard completely. Bloody hell. For those of you who don't speak German, continue living in ignorance.
Yes, might be better. Yes, now I know what I wanted to reference. Remind the meme. Chaos Astartes. Hey, we've managed to kill the Greek commissar. Freddy Astartes. You what?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, like normal. Also, like the whole idea that like normal commissar. Now go charge, you fucking ignorance. Greek commissar. No, stand back, stand down, don't suicide.
Not yet. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Oh, the lobby game appears to be rather lively today. Well, more like
it's
it's
comparably lively to the.
Oh, that was actually quite a requesting overtime.
Well, the timer's not hit yet, but yeah. May as well. That was quite synced up. Precise.
I mean, I have the timer, so I know when it will hit 0.
Fair enough.
Was Gottverdammt. Hey.
Also, I will send you something that I hope you will review at some point, because I mentioned it today. Not now, of course. Just later.
Yeah,
no. What's going on?
Do I need to reference the rules again?
I
think the rules
don't specify anything about.
Don't specify anything about pausing in the lobby.
Yeah.
Also, fuck off DS.
Yet again. Well, let's just open up the article and see what we have. Nah, nothing about a lobby pause. So, as we begin, the rule list is rather empty.
Yeah, it leaves a lot for
The interpretation of the graph, but to be honest, that's why you are here. I'm just here to provide some extra commentary.
No, you are here to brighten my mood.
Oh, I suppose so. That as well.
The ref rules doc? What?
What?
Isn't that like horribly even more out of date?
Well, let's just be frank. There's only one official document that we
Oh,
have
there's the ref
available.
guide. But oh, it's from January 2021. Holy shit. Yeah,
I
okay.
would
That's
like to reiterate that the only rules that SCS
oh,
follows
by the way,
is SCS rules.
we're back into the normal overtime. With 10 seconds until final lock.
Yes, so make
Was
the
it?
last second changes.
Oh wait, Mary is back? Wait, Luz and Inkjet are suddenly playing here?
What? What the heck
Okay,
is going
so
on?
apparently the blue team lost some crew and they got subs from ZXR. CXR, not ZXR. That's something different. Guten Morgen, liebe Sorgen, seid ihr auch schon alle da?
So polite of him to ask not to force start.
Oh.
Oh, lovely. People who ready up.
Well, that's the first. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I only had to force start one game so far.
Sadly, I know which one you're talking about.
I was actually genuinely surprised that Water was the second person to ready up. Ship number 1 is the Guns. It is a Crusader piloted by Where Am I? Where on the front we have Lumberjack Watcher, mid deck Artemis Mortar, and top deck Hades Gatling.
Wrong
Ship number
color.
2 is the Warden. It is a Judgment piloted by Axolotl with a top deck Minotaur and bottom deck Gat Banshee with an aft Watcher Carronade.
Meanwhile, ship number 3 is the Dust Rider piloted by, I can't see, Daniel. It is a Stormbreaker with the right side. I can't see anything. Watcher and left side Gatling double Banshee. And ship number 4 is the Gizmo Duck piloted by, I can't see again, Sputnik. It is a Junker with left side double Artemis, front Gatling, right side Gatling Mortar.
Why can't you see?
Because I keep spinning the camera in a way that makes me blind. Should probably stop doing that. It's quite unhealthy.
I mean, I also have a tendency to do that, but that's more because I have my mouse set to 5000 dpi.
Oh, I see. In the meantime, Gizmo Duck discovered that it's unhealthy to be hit by a lumberjack, and the Guns discovered it's unhealthy to have 15 fire stacks in the hull.
And also be on the receiving end of the Banshee spam.
Indeed.
As long as it's not Borscht
So far from
Banashis.
Gizmo Duck. 3 guns and an engine out, and the Dust Rider is broken.
They're going in circles!
That's what I've just thought. It's a
Also-
circle jerk.
Also,
Tar. Holmes.
Daniel,
It's Sputnik.
It's
Has the
Sputnik.
tar.
oh sorry, yeah, Gizmo Duck. That's Sputnik. Well, the Warden is broken, and the Guns is broken, and the Dust Rider is broken, and actually the Dust Rider goes down first.
This is a mess.
First get obtained by the red team, the Warden will follow shortly.
It's gone. What blazes is going on here?
I don't know. And Sputnik, people that use tar are a disgrace.
Not only humanity, but to the entirety of the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Gizmo Duck gets popped. Lumberjack pointing straight upwards as intended.
I mean, it looks kind of funny when the Lumberjack just shoots, like, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, 90 degrees.
Yep.
Also, Guns.
And the poop. The poop. Oh,
That was a
the
building.
pain. I felt it from here.
I think we have discovered the weakness of Guns. It's buildings.
Weirdly enough, it should be backwards, but yeah, the Guns is now getting torn to pieces. And
But they
Dust
managed,
Rider
with
is
the
broken.
Warden back on the field, they managed to get their stuff back, their hull back up.
Not
The
for long, I suspect.
yeah, especially since the Warden now has to change for the Gizmo Duck, while the Guns is still getting hammered by the Dust Rider.
Both red ships now broken, but mistimed Banshees. No Banshee discipline.
Gizmo Duck double broken. But yeah, both red ships are not looking all too healthy here, with the Guns only having about 5% left and the Warden about a quarter.
Har again. And the Warden is stuck deep into the middle of it.
Also, Guns. Oh, their armor just barely didn't burn down.
I think they're gonna break down, and
Oh,
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
die,
break due to
provided
Gatling
someone
fire.
actually uses Banshees properly, which they did.
Mm.
Good kill.
Well, that's the guns gone.
Which leaves the Warden, which got fresh out of its tar.
To go yet
And,
into another batch of tar, I think.
crossfire by 3 Gatlings. Ouch.
Ouch.
That looked very
So
painful.
yeah, in case you're wondering how to break an enemy ship really fast, use a Gatling. If that doesn't break it fast enough, use another Gatling. And if that is still too slow for you, just use another Gatling.
I can tell you that I had once the pleasure or displeasure to face off against a ship called the Heavy Weapons Ship, which just had Gatlings. It was a junker.
I mean, especially the bees, well, quite possibly bees, so Grum's Crusader, is very well known for running double Gatling up top and using both Gatlings in the fight.
Indeed.
And that melts through armor.
Yes.
So Red Team has respawned in their somewhat more protected spawn location, while the Blue Team is now taking a field trip around Misty Mutiny.
Indeed. Another note what I would like to mention to the about the heavy weapon ship is that sadly, superior firepower by 2 Watchers and 4 Banshees reduced it to scrap metal.
Now, was it for the Emperor or we are Cybern Razors?
Can't remember. At some point it transitioned from one to the other, but
well, one of them. I mean, it's the same ship. So.
In essence, yes. It looks like both teams are about to stumble across one another.
Yeah, it seems the Blue Team has finished their field trip and now wants to return to combat.
Indeed. And spots go out.
And shots go out.
Indeed.
So yeah, spots and shots.
Good lumber hits on the rider. Bad balloon damage right there.
Yep, rider actually double broken.
Oh, and
Mortar?
Banshee's going in as
no,
well.
Banshees.
Damage. Both blue ships are now popped from relentless lumberjack fire.
Oh, but the guns has been broken as well. No follow-up though.
Gizmo going on a suicidal course attack and the guns goes to intercept. I was hoping for
oh, and Sputnik deploys the tar. Delete that ship.
Well, he has no engines anymore.
Yeah, but both the red ships. Oh, but the Warden has lost. Look, the Warden has lost all of their engines. They're not gonna get out of there.
And they, the Dust Rider uppercuts the Warden.
Oh, but yeah, the guns. Look at the guns. They lost almost everything to that fucking tar.
Yes. I swear tar should be illegal.
And now they're gonna get double focused and killed.
Oh no.
Oh, Dust Rider will try very hard to kill themselves first.
The guns still go down though.
Yeah. And that just leaves the Dust Rider wherever the hell they are going. And the Gizmo Duck versus the Warden.
It closes in for the kill, but it itself may get tortured. Oh, never mind.
No, the Warden just lost their front guns.
It was very effective.
Ah, but be careful not to end up on the
get
aft.
Style points on this. You already have him in the bag. Oh, triple Gatling.
Okay, and with that, it will be the Fancy Cloud Crashers obtain the victory with a final score of 5-1. And they will now move on to face the Artificers of the Shiny.
Indeed.
In the finals. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's once again time to return to our lovely lobby. And now it is time for the finals! Hyper! God. And I am now joined by another lovely gentleman, not our local commissar, instead our local Dutch support. It is Trevil. Now enlighten me, how is your team name supposed to be pronounced?
Achamaleutet.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
So actually, what Cook put in the match chat wasn't too far off.
No, but he just took the whole thing and take the spaces out. This was
Really?
it. Oh, yeah. So sure.
I mean, that works for me.
Only the last letter was he said an L. That should be a T, of course. But whatever. Last minute lobby game.
Surprised?
Ah, that lobby game of the previous match was also insane.
Yeah, it was also really confusing.
Yeah.
We should really put something about pausing in the lobby into the rules. That might help.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So, bit of changes happening. No, but teams are deciding to ready. Minute. Also, the reason why I'm saying yep is because I can only push the minute button when we are locked.
Wait, what?
Like in BuffKit, I can only
Oh.
add the minute when we're actually locked.
Oh, okay.
That's a limitation of BuffKit,
Wow.
not a limitation of the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, he changed something,
Hardly.
so he can change from Goldfish to Pyrrha. And then, okay, Luan changed some guns around, but I guess we're starting. And also, we are back to usual. Water is the last person to ready up. There we go. Off we go. First match of the finals. Thornhold Throwdown. Place your bets. How long will it take the teams to find each other? Will it be 5 minutes or will it be 10 minutes?
I'm looking forward to some peak Goi gameplay.
TM. And ship number 1 is the Soaring Booger. It is a Pyramidion pilot but use of fuel. It's an Artling with Dr. Gatling with Gatling Side Flamer Banshee. And ship number 2 is the Man the Aft Guns. Piloted by Water It's Me, it's a Judgment. With front Lumberjack, Artemis Gatling, aft Watcher, and Poon.
Ship number 3, the Chariot, piloted by Daniel the Man Show. It is a Pyramidion with front Gatling, Banshee, and then side Flamer, Banshee.
It's like almost an
number
Artling, but he forgot the Artemis.
Yeah, he was light Carol at some point as well. Ship number 4, the Gizmo Duck, a Junker, piloted by Sputnik. Now, this is a man who can use some tar. Front Gatling, left side double Artemis, and right side Gat Mortar.
Double Artemis? Oh god. One of them is bad. How about why 2? Put 2 of them.
I like this Junker.
I mean, it's your standard Junker.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, I'm trying to make a joke here about Artemis instead of Artemis.
Ah, yeah, I was wondering if I pronounced it correctly.
In case of doubt, Artemittens.
Admittance.
So, at the moment, we might actually have an engagement going before
Yeah.
the 5-minute mark. As the blue team is currently cutting across the center. Yeah.
See, there are spots.
Okay,
Close
spots
to
and
us.
shots. There we go. Spots and shots. No, and the chariot is firmly on fire. And but the Sonic Booger is getting pushed really hard. Chariot gets double broken. Man, the Afghans not quite making it in just yet. There we go. Now they're opening up. Sonic Booger touched down very briefly, but didn't suffer any pollen hammer damage.
But they cannot ignore this judgment just floating in.
I mean, they really pushed the Soaring Booger away. They just weren't able to kill them.
Yeah, they didn't even scratch it.
Yeah. Like, they were broken.
Yeah.
Now it's the Gizmo Duck receiving all the attention. Getting double broken as well. Banshee goes out.
Ooh,
And with that final ultimate shot, the Gizmo Duck gets finished off. First kill obtained by the red team. Soaring Booger firmly on fire. 20 stacks on the hull.
Mm.
Chariot
Wow.
actually ramming the judgment?
I gotta do something.
Why?
Well, fast reset? I don't know.
I mean,
Ooh,
Poon
there's
goes out
Poon.
again.
Nice.
And Watcher to follow it up.
The engine's gone.
Did you
Gizmo Duck
see?
spawned far away. Pretty
Yeah,
far.
they are waiting, just waiting.
Yeah.
I was about to ask, did you see the Stormbreaker getting killed with Poon? You were in that match.
Mm. Yeah, this is, we thought we had the kill, but, where am I headed?
Hmm. No, like, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I wanted to ask Daniel, what makes you think you can ram kill a judgment that had pretty much half armor, full armor,
It had full armor. It went down to 20%.
and also the second heaviest ship in the game? What are you gonna do to it? Just bump it a little bit? Put a dint in their armor? Also, I can report that the wall has been spotted. And the enemy as well. Well, actually here,
They're turning here. They just
Soaring
they
Booger going
turned
into
off.
science. They might just, it didn't see them for a moment. Okay, Soaring Booger going into Science Mountain.
Chariot still not turning. Just continuing on.
They might consider jumping over the mountain. I think that's doable here. But I think it's only doable from the other side.
Gizmo Duck just
Yeah,
exchanging.
Gizmo Duck losing their
fire.
main.
Yeah.
But
When the
still
plumber
being able
gets
to run
going,
away.
you don't want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, what you can, like, the red team, both ships stationary, perfect firing line. Just hammering away.
Soaring Booger might be able to, or might be trying to scale the mountain here.
I think they will try to scale the mountain. But so is the chariot, actually, I thought. Yeah,
And then
chariot will go over it.
hello, Chariot bumps.
I mean, I think you have to
Gets
bump to get
over.
over there. And suddenly, Soaring Booger. Or suddenly Chariot, depending on your viewpoint.
But the
Gizmo
Afghan
Duck
still
not
has
quite
arcs.
making it over. And I think the Chariot's fate is sealed.
Yep. Bonk.
Yep, there we go. They get finished off by the Soaring Booger. Soaring Booger actually getting broken again, but not
They had a
suffering
flame
any
with
perma
this.
damage. And Gizmo Duck trying to go over the mountain, failing, and then trying to go around the mountain and not being fast enough.
Just not get popped here.
I mean, getting popped actually makes you go 10% faster.
Yeah, but
so I've
also
heard.
very much more down and
I mean, Do you not want to take a bath in this perfectly red water?
Huh. No.
It's
At
certainly-
least it's better than
it's-
the lasagna
it-
and Ashen Scuffle. Okay.
Okay.
Chariot not spotted going in here. Hearts.
Yeah, but they were visible.
Are again going
They
for
go
the
in.
ram?
They go for the ram again. Oh, he slows down. He just goes for the.
This
He
more
wants
a
to sit in the
bump.
face of the judgment for some reason. Gizmoduck, bit late to the party, but still going in now. Okay, apparently the
Try
chariot has just decided they want to sit in the face of the judgment.
Yeah, if you get the flamer going and you get some balloon control with your bank.
Yeah, but the Soaring Booger just decided to ignore
Yeah.
the Gizmoduck, and so the chariot is not double focused.
And now, boop,
And dead.
against the wall.
Oh, Soaring Booger suffering the first perma damage for the first time.
Can Gizmoduck? Oh, Gizmoduck actually exploits this perfectly.
Yep,
Gets broken
mortar for the
himself,
win. But
Genocitus lumber, Jack aiming.
okay, they are inside the lumber arming time
And
thing.
Then you have just a get mortar against this
Yeah?
judgment. You should be able to finish this. Don't get in the watcher. Caught in the watcher. Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Poon goes out. And connects. Securing the Gizmoduck to the side of the judgment. That seems like it's backfired a bit.
And here comes the mortar.
Man, the Afghan's double broken. Oh, Watcher has arc, but sprays wildly. Soaring Booger coming back into the fight.
Wait.
And they get the
Ah.
Gizmoduck.
Huh.
I think the Gizmoduck like ended up underneath the judgment.
Yeah. And got
And then
squashed.
just got Goomba stomped.
Sad because Chariot was just coming back into the.
Yeah, but Soaring Booger was
Fight to
also coming
secure a
back into,
kill.
into the fray.
Sputnik.
And with this, you actually have a somewhat short experience today. Because with the artificers of the shiny obtaining the victory here, with a final score of 5-1, they have also obtained the overall victory of SCS number 437. Congratulations to them, and of course, thank you to all the people that actually signed up and played. And as well, okay, actually, I should probably do this a bit more structured, shouldn't I? I'm always a bit all over
Thanks.
the place.
I want to thank my mom for
Yeah. Well then, congratulations to the Artificers of the Shiny for winning SCS number 437. Boom. Out of onto the next topic. Usually I would chill for events now. There's not really events left that I want to chill for. So, moving on, next segment. Like a really bad game show.
the Artificers won each game if it was 5-0, right? Yeah.
No, not 5-0. This
Oh,
one
no,
was
because
5-1.
this one is 5-1, yeah, because the Soaring Booker got.
I should put that into the challenge, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
There we go.
maybe.
There we go. At the challenge.
Still a very strong. Performance
Definitely. So now it's time to thank some people. Well, first of all, and most obvious, I guess, massive shoutouts to Portable Grump for putting everything together for me, for us here in the event, putting the challenge together, organizing everything, and making sure that I just have my lovely list to go through and don't need to worry about anything. Then, Trevil, thank you for hopping in for the finals, and also thank you to Zennoch for hopping in for another 2 matches as well. And keeping me company here.
And of course, thanks to you, Seldrim, for bravely streaming all these matches and giving your lovely commentary on what's happening.
Lovely.
That really helps.
Today wasn't my best day.
Well, I don't spoil it for me. I still have to rewatch it. Come on.
Well, you will hear a lot of Gesundheit.
But you have said it once, right?
In the very beginning, the very first time, I think you were in my very first match.
Okay, yeah.
There, I actually, when I introduced the team, I went to our DMs and tried to read what you had put there.
Yeah, the Germanized version. Yeah, that's nice.
So, I did attempt it once, and then I also said what Cook had said, like once or so.
You've made my day.
I mean, at least that's something I can pronounce